Hey, 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 we are live. I'm hopping in today. I know a lot of you guys did not realize I was even going to be going live today, but I figured I would hop on and I got actually a pretty good video that's coming out next. And I wanted to hop on a little bit before I ended up putting that guy out today. And it's going to be a good one. Oh, well, thank you. My wife is beautiful. Hey, Daphne. But yes, so with everybody's got to be watching right now, watching the NFL playoffs, everything going on. I was luckily able to have a player come in, get an adjustment done, and he's actually going to be playing this weekend. So I want anyone out there, if you can take a guess who I got. They're playing on Sunday, and definitely looking forward to the W from this guy. I've been actually having quite a few more NFL guys hitting me up recently. So I hope you guys don't mind that we're going to be getting some bigger boys in on the channel, some guys that are giving and taking hits all the time. But I feel like those guys do really need care. I mean, you don't realize how much stress you put on somebody's body, especially in the NFL. You know, you're at that top tier. I mean, it literally your job is to, hit and get touchdowns and whatnot. And I mean, so yeah, you're putting your body through a ton. And I'm just glad that I'm able to help some of these guys and hopefully extend and elongate their career, because that's the whole thing. Depending on what position they're playing, you don't know how long their career might actually be, or one injury and gone. So a lot of these guys, they want to stay in that tip top shape, peak performance, and that's why I'm here for it. So I got the video is literally going out in 15 minutes from now. So it's 8:30. It's scheduled for 8:45, and I'm gonna start kind of going through some of the questions off on the side right now. I'm seeing from Javier, who is my favorite team. Born and raised in Detroit, so I am a huge Lions fan. I know they haven't been the greatest, but um, now with living in Tampa, definitely a Bucks fan. I mean, how could you not be? Obviously, they took the title last year. I mean, they're also a great contender this year. Um, Still been a fan of 49ers. And I mean, how could you not love 49ers? But yeah, there's a few. I can't say I'm dead set on one. I would love to see my Lions be getting back into the playoffs and really really take it far. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, hold on. What was that? I could have swore I saw Deanna saying here. Cal says, if it ain't Tom Brady, he don't care. Well, I hate to break it to you guys, it is not Tom Brady that I adjusted. Hopefully, hopefully one day I'd love to help him out. I mean, we are in the same city, so I would say one day I would like to get him going a little bit further.
Joe, somebody asked, do you ever adjust your sister Lady Luck?
Do I adjust Lady Luck? Of course. She is my sister. Actually, when I was in school, she was my guinea pig. I still remember the first time I did. She had a jaw issue, and she was the first person I ever did a jaw adjustment on, and the first time I ever did a jaw adjustment. And I remember it was like whack, and yeah, she was pretty pissed with me. But guess what? I got her jaw back in place, so she was a little sore for a few days, but stopped her headaches after that, so you can't really complain. Babe, you reading any of those comments? You want to?
Yeah, he did say it.
Okay, so let's see. All right, just book it, and he come to Tampa. Yeah, I am in Tampa. I'm always in Tampa. Well, actually, right now this is my weekend over in Greenville, South Carolina. So I'm actually in my hotel room in Greenville, and Yeah, so I saw patients today. I've got patients tomorrow and patients on Sunday. Definitely shot some great content today for you guys. I had actually a pretty intense case. Patient with muscular dystrophy, and he went through some bad practitioners. Let me tell you that, and he was pretty messed up. That is going to be actually a really good video. I know you guys will actually enjoy that one. I would say my patients, when I have problematic patients, those are always I would say, most viewed videos. Obviously, they're interesting. It's not just your normal, you know, female and whatnot. So I love when I have patients that are a difficult case. A lot of times they don't know where else to go or where to turn, and I like being able to, help patients in that way.
Odysseus said my back is so messed up. I need your hands of magic.
I got you.
You know where to go.
Yeah, you know where to go. Either my Tampa or my Greenville office, and then we also have our Atlanta location as well. So, literally 3 options there: Atlanta, Greenville, or Tampa.
So smooth gaming. Yo, what's up, man? I need to check you out. Most of my wife's family's in the Brandon area.
Oh, I mean that ain't even far. I mean, actually, from where we live, Brandon's like a 15-minute drive from where we live. So, I know the area quite well.
We need you in Chicago.
Oof. Yeah,
cold.
yeah. I did some months out in Chicago. Beautiful, best city hands down in the summer. Right now, you couldn't pay me to go up to Chicago right now.
What do those tags that you wear symbolize? Those were a gift from me, you guys.
These were a gift from my wife. My wife got me these.
I just thought they looked really nice.
Yes. Thank you, baby.
Yes. When are you coming to the UK?
To the UK. I've actually never been to the UK. I would say if I go to do something out in the UK, I would love to get in touch with a fellow Cairo out there and be able to do something like in their office, and definitely be able to kind of teach and train a doc out in the UK. And while I'm there, I can see get some patients in, so we got people to work on and really be able to teach people. What do we got?
I don't know if I should read this one or not, but let's go, Brandon. Okay, so how many years did you do in college?
So I did my bachelor degree in Michigan at Oakland University. That was obviously 4-year degree. Well, it took me 5 because I worked full time. Also, then to get my doctorate in chiropractic, that was another 4 years. So I basically it should have been 8 years of college, but it took me 9 years of college. Yeah, it was not fun.
How do you split your time with 3 locations?
Not well. No, so as of right now, I am primarily out of my Tampa office. I do 1 weekend a month in Greenville, and I'm waiting for my license to come in Georgia, so then I can do a weekend in Atlanta as well.
All right. Let me see. Since you're in Atlanta, I will have to stop by from Huntsville, Alabama.
Definitely. And then actually, so I'm seeing one that just popped up that kind of caught my attention. Have I ever worked on professional wrestlers? I live in Delaware area. Actually, I've had a few wrestlers. They weren't professional yet. I think they're like semi-pro. I mean, don't you remember? I probably had like 4 or 5 guys that came in.
I can't remember. You've seen so many people.
Yeah, I've seen quite a few wrestlers. Working on getting the Big Show in the office. I know he's a fan of my massage gun, and a trainer that trains him, I've actually adjusted, and yeah, that's kind of how. So there's a little bit of a connection there. Not gonna lie, I would love to get, because that I'm in Florida and in Tampa area, I would love to get John Cena in. He would be a great video, I think, to do. So if any of you guys ever want to reach out to John Cena, he's literally probably 15 minutes from my office, so I could easily get him in for an adjustment.
Just woke up with a bad neck. Can't rotate to the left, especially when I look downward.
Oof. Yeah. Right
That's
now.
what happens when you reach 30s.
Oh, hush,
You
woman.
just wake up feeling sore.
No, those it's gonna be muscle. You're gonna. I would do alternate heat and ice, and you might need like an ibuprofen. You probably just tweak the muscle is honestly what it sounds like. Now, granted, you very well could probably use an adjustment, but I would, if you're near, I would love to get you in. I get people that have issues, from just sleeping wrong, and bam, see me one time and it's gone.
Can you treat someone who has had gout in their neck 10 years ago and their neck is still really stiff?
I treat and I will help anybody typically with any case. Um, I know a lot of people will be afraid to do adjustments on people, with actual serious issues, but you got to look at it. People are looking for relief. They're looking for anything, any kind of help, any relief, and not everybody just wants to get pills thrown like right at them. So yeah, I would definitely be able to help. Granted, goal would be really if we can restore some function and movement is going to be the number one thing first, and then kind of work on really just kind of getting that taken care of and under control. But with gout, you're also looking at a little bit of dietary issues as well.
Shout out from Berlin. That's awesome.
Heck
Guys.
yeah.
From Argentina.
Yes.
All right. Do you think I would benefit from the treatment? I have 2 prosthetic shoulder replacements on both sides. I'm 38. I also have cement in my spine from a compression fracture at T6. I did chiro pre-injury.
Yeah, 100%. You will. I mean, as hearing the both prosthetic shoulder type thing. I mean, yeah, and then with any kind of compression fracture, that Y strap it's key. It really is. I mean, you see compression is going down. What I'm doing with the Y strap is pulling apart. So yeah, you'd actually get quite a bit of relief with that.
Are you currently taking new patients in Greenville?
I am. I know a lot of so the thing is, a lot of the patients that I see like this weekend, they book out for 3 months, like in about 3 months from now. So it kind of stays a little bit fuller, but I think because I know you were rebooking patients back in today, I think we have
Yeah, there's some availability for March 26th.
in March. Yeah, there's some availability
February
in March.
is all booked, I believe.
Okay.
And then we've got some availability in April.
Okay.
Let me see.
Hold on, here's a good one I see. If I was given the chance to crack a celeb, who would that be? Honestly, I would have a ton of fun. I think the funnest it's a duo. It's two people. The Rock and Kevin Hart together.
Yes.
I would love to get because them two are just gonna. I mean, you guys see videos with them two together. They just like go at it 24/7. And then you got Kevin Hart, who's gonna be a little bit shorter than me, and then you got The Rock. Who's just a big figure. So I would love to hear the commentary between the two of them, especially while one's getting adjusted and the other one's like messing with it. So I would say yeah. Them two together, I think would be absolutely hilarious.
Shout out from the Philippines.
Hey,
awesome.
hey.
Thanks for joining today.
Definitely.
Has the Y strap ever hurt someone?
Has it ever hurt someone? I'm not gonna lie, the Y strap's intense. At times it can take like a day or two to just let everything like rest and relax. I'll tell some patients, use a little like Bengay or icy hot after the adjustment.
Could leave you a little sore.
Yeah, it could definitely leave you a little sore.
I have a spinal cord injury with some lesions in my neck. Can you help me?
Ooh, send me an email with the image. I would love to take a look and see where the lesions are at and what's going on.
I get the Y strap once a month, but the base of my neck feels extra stiff now. I indicate what to do.
Where are you going to get that Y strap at? I don't know if you've came to see me before, because I would definitely love to help. Because when I do it, I'm not gonna lie, you'll get that thing going usually all the way down.
Ooh, Steven's about to be your best friend. Beard game is top notch, Doc.
Thank you. Thank you. I try.
I know you like that one. How about herniated disc, L5 to S1, L4 to L5, and shoulder bursitis?
Bursitis sometimes, depending on what issue is actually causing that bursa to inflame. So sometimes with the shoulder, that's one of those kind of tricky ones. When you're talking about slip disc, pinched nerves, things like that, uh, you got to look at how badly the disc was slipped. So if it's just a bulging and it's bulging out, actually the Y strap is really good for it. If it's bulging and there's like a piece of the disc that's almost about to like break apart, those are the times, I don't care who you are, you've got to tell somebody that needs to be surgically removed, or that can actually be a big issue. Um, but yeah, for the most part, when it comes to disc bulges, yeah, the Y strap is absolutely amazing for it.
From San Antonio, Texas, a student in undergrad preparing myself for Parker University Chiropractic School. Any tips to keep me alive? Good luck.
Get a good group of friends at Parker. You're gonna need them. When I went to Life University, and you get like, we were a big group of guys, and it was like 8 of us, and everyone's taking notes, but you might miss something and they get something, and then you miss something and they get, it's like a team. It's like your unit. You guys do everything together. And so yeah, definitely get a great group and a great study group. It'll just help push you and motivate you along throughout the entire project.
Is there a way to decompress your spine at home?
Unfortunately, not really.
Not recommended.
No, well, you can do a little bit with an inversion table.
Yeah, that's true.
And you can feel a little bit of a pull in the low back.
Well, we've seen those commercials for that thing that you hang over the door and you slowly decompress, but
you'll get a good pull when you're on it, but the second you get off, there's no change.
Yeah. Would you ever shave off your beard? No.
No.
It's in our vows.
Yeah, it is in our wedding vows, so I can't ever shave it. By the way, just so everyone knows, so it is 8:45. That video of the NFL player had to have just gone out. I haven't even looked to see, but it should have gone out right now. So if anyone was wondering who it was, you'll see the NFL guy, and then you'll be able to see them playing on Sunday. Okay, we'll do a couple more, just because I have fun, but I don't want to.
Where and how did you guys meet?
How did I meet you?
Yeah.
Actually, so if any of you guys ever watch my buddy, Dr. Alex Tubio is the one who introduced the two of us together. So that is why him and I were really good boys back in school. And my wife, well, not at the time, but my wife and Alex worked together at Cheesecake Factory, and my wife always told him she was looking for a nice guy with a nice beard, and voila.
No, I mean, it was just one conversation. We were talking about relationships, and I said, why can't I just find a nice guy with a nice beard? He's like, I might know a guy, and then he pointed me your direction, and just went from there.
He knew a guy, that's for sure.
Let's see. Can I use a belt as a Y strap?
Yeah,
oh gosh.
I wouldn't recommend using a belt. I'm not gonna lie. I get my Y straps through. Oh gosh, really, I'm gonna draw a blank now. The Y strap is made through Pettibon. I'm trying to think of. I think if you go on Pettibon, Pettibon's website, that's actually where I get my Y straps from.
Oh, somebody said the notification came out at the same time I mentioned it.
Did it? Did it good. I'm glad. It's always funny with those notifications. Sometimes they pop up, sometimes they don't.
They don't come like a day later.
Yeah, sometimes it's like sometimes like a day later or something. Yeah, I know.
When are you gonna open a practice in the Northeast?
In the Northeast. The thing is, I haven't even tried applying for my license in anywhere really up north yet. Not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of the cold anymore, even though I'm from Detroit. I like the warm weather in Tampa. But yes, I know I do actually have a lot of patients from New York and New Jersey, even gosh, Maryland, DC area, Virginia. I get a ton of people from that area. So I know
Yeah, Virginia, for some reason, we get a lot.
I know. So I don't, the thing is, I don't know if I'll actually do a full complete office. I might right in the beginning do a couple pop-ups and rent like a business center out for a long weekend and do something like that and just check to see, test the waters a little bit, and then possibly might do something out there.
How often do you adjust people? I don't know what kind of question that
How
is.
often do I adjust people? Typically, my goal with all patients is getting them to about 4 times a year. Granted, I do have some patients, even like today, I had an older gentleman, a little bit messed up. Not gonna lie, he's been in pain for a while, so I do have him coming back next month to get adjusted. After that second adjustment, then we're gonna look into pushing that out, 2 or 3 months. But yeah, typically the goal is about 4 adjustments a year.
Is it common to have a feeling that a rib in your mid back is out of place?
Oh, 100%. And when
Actually, we just treated a patient with that today.
yeah, so the patient that I was telling you guys about, the one with muscular dystrophy, he ended up having a couple ribs out from a very poorly executed chiropractic maneuver, and he didn't know what the heck was done to him, but it completely like torqued his entire rib cage. He had one side of his chest was out, the other side was back. He had multiple ribs out, and yeah, I put him through pain today, and he took it like a champ. But at the end, I mean, he was feeling a ton better. I know it's going to be a video you guys will actually really like, just because it was one of the more problematic issues. And if he's watching today, because I know he just left, him and his girlfriend came in and father, and yeah, if they're watching, but they could be driving back at this point right now. But yeah, so his video will get edited up soon, and we'll get him up and out on YouTube as well.
Will your wife ever try doing adjustments on you?
Oh, trust me, she wants to do adjustments on me. Um, she's I kind of taught her a little bit, but obviously she's not trained, or nor does she ever, see patients or anything like that. But she's around it a ton, so she's very knowledgeable of what I do. I see that. Has Brian been back yet? Actually, I think
he's
Brian.
coming tomorrow.
I think he's coming tomorrow. So
I believe it's tomorrow.
yeah, I believe it's tomorrow that I'll be seeing him. So that will also be, a good update to see where he is from that, original adjustment. And then obviously the goal with him, we want to see how, far we can take him, how much relief. He's definitely one who really needs the care as well.
Sneakerhead said, I have a sore ankle every time I'm on my feet.
Oof. Could be, I'm not gonna lie, when you have a sore ankle on your feet all day, it could be your hips are out of alignment. A lot of times if your hips are unbalanced, you got when I you guys see in the beginning of videos when I check that leg length, one leg is shorter than the other, and then that's gonna change the gait cycle and how you're walking and how you're putting pressure on either the insides or the outsides of your feet when you're walking. So it could actually be a misalignment in the spine.
Desmar said you need a spot in Atlanta to complete the trilogy. Any idea if you plan to come to Georgia? Where?
I do have a spot in Atlanta. I am right by the
Braves Stadium.
yeah, the new Brave Stadium. So if anybody's familiar with 75 and 285, I'm literally right there. I'm like not even 0.4 mile from the stadium there. So that's technically it's in Smyrna is where the office is at.
How many shoes do you have?
I have quite a bit, but I'm not gonna lie, I haven't actually bought a new pair of shoes in a long time.
No, you've been
I know I've been
pretty
good.
about it.
I went through a while and I kept buying Yeezys and whatnot. I just, it'd be nice if Kanye could just ship them for free, but gosh, I mean, he's got a he's got me. So I keep buying them. So, but yeah, I haven't bought a new pair of shoes actually in a hot minute.
Big Boy Mario said, "Yo, Joseph, what's good? Love your videos, guys. Love getting adjusted too, so I know how good all that feels."
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. As you see, DJ Jones, he just got. I mean, right in the beginning, it was so funny, and how you edited up the video right in the beginning, the
Where he was
commentary.
what did he say? Hold on, I felt the presence of the
Yeah,
Lord.
presence of the Lord. Yeah, yeah, it was a
That's
good one.
hilarious.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
How can I set up an appointment? I'm from Texas, more than 8 years with back problems. L5S1.
Oof. I would say best bet. Go to my website, ystrapdoc.com, and Tampa location will probably be the easiest to get in. I I work out of that office primarily, so I do have more availability there. And I know we actually even just opened up some Mondays. They're
Yes, yeah,
shortened days. They're
yeah.
not full days, but I opened up some shortened days on Mondays. So you guys will actually, if anyone is able to do a Monday, I do have availability. I know then.
Are you able to correct/straighten a big toe that turns inward?
I've gotten a little bit with it. It just depends on the case because I mean when I do it, I'll distract and then how you're internally like I've gotten some like with them bunions and whatnot. You can get them straight. The whole point is, and I mean technically you can get them straight within some minutes, and I mean you could create a really good thumbnail with it from like a crazy bunion and then boom, it's straight. But the whole point of it is that actually is it going to hold for long term? That's the kicker. Um, they're tough. Let me just say that they're tough.
Do you work on people with MS?
I have worked on people with MS. I do even have a video patients with MS. Um, I would say I've done more moderate to kind of more beginner stage MS. Um, I've done maybe just a handful of actual severe cases of MS. But yes, I definitely do help with all of that.
When will you open an office in the Caribbean?
In the Caribbean,
I wish.
I will tell you right now, it could be sooner than later. Going from Detroit and then going down to South Carolina to Greenville and now Tampa. I don't know. Caribbean might be the spot.
Next thing you know, here's Joe. I'm an island boy.
Yeah, right. Who knows? Or I could get Royal Caribbean to sign a deal for me, and I can just live off a cruise ship and have anybody who wants to see me's got a book on Royal Caribbean. That would be kind of fun, and I can cruise the world. That'd be kind of cool, though.
How come you don't do cervical adjustments very often, such as a rotary break?
Every now and then I do. The thing is it feels good, but the actual effectiveness of it, I would say somebody who just like if you go to your typical traditional chiropractor, they'll hit 1 2 in the cervical spine, they'll do like 1 or 2 in the thoracic, and they'll twist you to one side, twist you to the other, and then throw you on like a tens unit or hot cold pack, something like that, or the little spinal roller. You're the adjustment itself, it felt good for that little bit, but it's not one that actually holds. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I can crack my
I feel like
own
you do
neck.
that all day.
Yeah, I can do that all day long. It's not, so I can get some, like almost like a rotatory break with my own neck and probably do it 5 times a day. It's not anything that actually holds that well.
Why don't you use a hammer and spike?
The hammer and spike is for show. I mean it works. It definitely works. Which is I use a massage gun. Um, I actually like the massage gun better because of the percussions. It's got that 16 millimeter percussion and going at such a intense rate. I feel it works better than going like a little hammer and chisel kind of thing. Um, I was actually talking to my wife and thought it would be funny. I might reach out to my manufacturer, see if they'll make like a massive, like 2 or 3 foot tall massage gun for me. Then I'll have my show device in the videos and just pull out this massive thing on a patient and just
You'll look like a baby next to it.
yeah, shit. Well, I'll shake their entire body. Just
Come to Louisiana.
Actually,
Hello
look,
from Mexico City.
Louisiana. Actually, I've been to NOLA before. NOLA's not too bad. I've only done the touristy type things, so.
Hello, I've been watching it for a long time now. I'm one of those people who had a rotary, I can't even read right now, cuff tear about 5 years ago. I've had an operation. Is it normal for the problem to recur after only 5 years?
Yeah, it depends. If the uh, rotator cuff, if it retore again, or if it wasn't, it might have not surgically been completely back, or maybe they missed another tear. Yeah, those aren't fun when you actually tear that rotator cuff, and depending on where you tear it, yeah, it might be out of commission for a little bit. They might have to go back in and kind of recheck that. I would almost say re-MRI that guy and just see if it's from a tear. Now, if it's not from a tear, it could be cervical spine issue that's causing pulling in that rotator cuff.
Currently, the shoulder and hip have never come out. I've only had a few small subluxations. Could I have some benefit with chiropractic treatment like his? Thank you so much for the advice.
Actually, you probably would have some good improvement with care.
Germany in the house.
Germany in the house.
That's awesome.
I know. I love to hear that.
Is there a possibility to fix sciatica, back, nerve, leg pain?
I deal with patients with sciatica daily. Yeah, even today, I probably had four cases of just strictly sciatic pain today, and all four of them left the office, no pain, feeling absolutely amazing. And even like over time, I'll get patients that actually keep that pain off too.
Everybody's commenting on my stuffy nose. Y'all, I woke up to this hotel at 65 degrees. This man freezes me out.
Well, I like to sleep in the cold.
So yes, I woke up with a stuffy nose.
So then you pull the blanket over yourself. I don't like to sleep. I don't like to be hot, but I like to be hot when I'm outside, but not when I'm sleeping.
Your dad just wrote, your babies are sleeping. We're having fun with them. Keep up your great work.
Oh, good. I'm glad. What is it, 9 o'clock? Okay, I'm glad my kids are asleep.
Open
Yeah, we left them.
Barbados, please.
In Barbados?
Barbados,
I would almost love to. Anywhere in the Caribbean, Barbados, just getting a little bit warmer could be fun.
Let's see. Do you have to have X-rays before getting adjusted? I've been struggling with terrible posture and am almost hunchback and not quite 30 yet.
Say that one again. Sorry.
That's okay. Do you have to have X-rays before getting adjusted? I've been struggling with terrible posture and I'm almost hunchback and not quite 30 yet.
You don't always have to have X-rays done. X-rays, when you have an X-ray, you can at least see, like if it's something like that. So with the kind of how you said with the hunchback like that, you could see if the vertebrae have been fusing, at what areas they are. So if there are areas where you can really clearly see a fusion, you're not going to want to do a crazy forceful adjustment in that spot because you're not looking to break that fusion. It's already, unfortunately, would be fused. But sometimes it's almost a really bad muscle pull that can bring somebody down into that position. So it could be beneficial. I would say first adjustment with no X-rays or whatnot. If going a little bit lighter and your body responds very well to it, then yeah, there'd be completely no issue.
Hey, Dr. Trey is in the house.
Hey,
hello, Doc and Liana.
So everybody, if you see that name, Dr. Trey Russell out there, he is running the office in Atlanta. So as of right now, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays is Dr. Trey. Yeah, he's been killing it. People been loving him. You should see some of the comments. I know every now and then we'll post up on like Instagram and whatnot of like the what do you call it, the remark, what is it called, a review of reviews and things like that.
I actually had somebody call about the Atlanta office today and ask about Dr. Trey, and they said like they asked if he had any videos up, and I said I don't believe so yet. They're like, we want to see his adjustments before coming in. He does what Dr. Cipriano does.
Yes,
he's awesome. He's a great adjuster.
Yep. And I mean, I didn't even have to train him much. It was just kind of critiquing a few little things, and yeah, he's killing it. But we do have some videos of him. Actually, we have him at the house back in Tampa.
Yes, we do need to post a few just for you guys to see how he works and whatnot.
Yep. So you guys can see Dr. Trey doing the adjusting as well. Now didn't I put out that adjustment of Dr. Trey adjusting me?
I think so. Yeah, I think so actually.
I might have to find that and I'll like tag it and like bring it kind of like re up it in what is it, in the YouTube community tab or something like that.
Yeah. Will a stiff mid and upper back cause lower back pain? Also extremely sensitive glutes.
All of the above. Yeah. A lot of times stiffness can be from muscles pulling in the wrong way. So if you got muscle that's pulling, it can all honestly go together. There are times even where people might have like really bad low back pain, and I'd make an adjustment up top in the cervical spine, and then they look at me and they're like, "Oh, my back pain, my low back pain's gone." So I always tell people that you always got to realize the origins and insertions of muscles, and then how they connect to each other, where that's why you guys always see that I do a full body adjustment on patients, because it might be something up top here that's causing something in the leg, or it could be something in the low back where it's bringing pain up. I know it might not follow the nerve route. If you're looking at your cervical spine going into brachial plexus is going to be going, down the arms into the hands and fingers. And then same thing, the lumbar spine and the nerves are going to be primarily going down into the legs, and then in the thoracic spine into, internal organs. But when you follow not as much the nerve, but you follow almost pain patterns, and there's so many things, especially when it comes to muscle pain patterns.
So somebody said, I have terrible tinnitus. What can help?
Say that again. Terrible tinnitus. Oof. That can't be fun. A lot of times it could be inner ear issues. It could be, I mean, I've seen even at times, because my brother-in-law, Moran, had to, I think he had to end up getting like a steroid injection, and I think it actually helped in that sense. But I mean, I've done adjustments on patients before and helped with tinnitus, actually quite a few, especially with the Y strap. And it depends. I would say if you try the medical route first, and if you were to do the steroid shot and you get relief and it goes away completely, then that's absolutely awesome. But if it keeps coming back and back and back, then that there's an issue, and a lot of times it's going to be a cervical issue that could be causing it.
So Dr. Trey said, patient drove all the way from Michigan today, been in pain for 10 years due to scoliosis, left feeling brand new. Couldn't believe the feeling after her Y strap adjustment.
See, I love hearing that. I mean, like you get that adjustment done, and I mean, my wife sees it every day with me in office, and you get that Y strap done, and it's like, holy crap, the light bulb turns on.
It's funny because people will come in and they'll be like, not to say like rude, but you can tell they're in pain. They're not in the mood. And then they come out and they are so much nicer and they're happy and I don't know, it's just like a new person. It's crazy.
Yeah, you can tell when somebody's in pain. You can tell the difference of somebody before their adjustment to after their adjustment. That's for sure.
Do you treat gout?
You can help, but a lot of times gout is going to be you're going to get a ton more relief on a dietary approach, which, I'm not going to lie, I love my red meat. I love my cheese. I'll do an occasional glass of wine. So I hope I never have to go through gout. Not gonna lie.
The way you go through blue cheese,
I
don't know.
I love blue cheese. So yeah, if I ever got it, I don't know what I would do.
Blue cheese and steak.
Yeah, if I had to change my diet, no steak, no cheese. Oh, yeah, that'd be a rough one.
When it comes to scoliosis, can an adjustment permanently fix it?
Depends on the age. Depends on the scoliosis. If you're younger. If you're younger in age, you have a lot more, like a lot better chance of actually holding an adjustment and getting it to straighten up. Now, when you're older, you could have old built up scar tissue. You start when you have a scoliosis for such a long time, one side of your body is going to get stronger compared to the other. So now you're going to have a muscle imbalance along with the scoliosis, which is going to keep worsening it. So there's a lot to actually look at with it. I would say best results that I see is chiropractic care with proper stretching and strengthening, and sometimes even bracing for like at night sleeping.
I got in a car accident since 2011. Drunk driver hit us, and I went to chiropractic 2 times ever since. My lower back hurt from time to time.
Oof. Yeah, that would not be fun getting, especially that getting hit by a drunk driver. I hope you guys, whoever that was, because I didn't even see what name that was, but I hope you guys got the right attorneys, and at least I know you're still in pain physically. Hopefully, there was some kind of financial gain in your sense on that, and hopefully no lives were taken.
Somebody said I had a laminectomy at L5S1 about 6 years ago, but I'm bedridden for about 4 months. What should I do? I have really bad pain in my glute area.
I treat a ton of patients with laminectomies. That's not gonna cause me to not adjust a patient. So if you are near one of my locations, I'd love to get you in and help you out with that.
Can a T12 fracture patient get adjusted?
Yes, I've had, even today, I had a patient come in. He had MRIs that I was reading, multiple compression fractures, and yeah, a lot of the times. Now, obviously, if you get a compression fracture, you might see it like kind of wedge off into the front of the vertebra. That you're never going to change that. It is what it is on that one, but you'll get relief, and you won't have that just like that spot in your back where you're like, oh my god, like it just drives you crazy. Yeah, I can get rid of that craziness and that pain for you. But yeah, the fracture that compression fracture will always be there. And you might have to, you would definitely be one of those, I would say, like the every 3 months coming in and just keeping up with the 4 time a year protocol.
Hello from Sydney, Australia. Good day, mate.
Hey, love having people out in Australia. Gosh, so if it's 9 o'clock here right now, I don't even know what the time. What
Yeah.
what time is it out in Australia? I have no idea.
And then there's somebody from Germany. Hey there, I didn't know you go online sometimes. I love your videos. I'm kind of a crack addict. Greetings from the Black Forest, Germany.
Thank you, thank you. And then I see also Brazil. So Brazil, Germany, Australia. Gosh, do I love it.
All right. Can chiropractic help with neuropathy in the legs?
I do actually have a lot of patients with neuropathy. Um, a lot of the times, I mean, if you've got issues in the lower lumbar, typically you'd see more L4, L5, but I've seen it all the way in L1, L2, L3. Um, yeah, any kind of compression of the nerve, it can, and I mean, long-term effect usually with the neuropathy. Now, if you're looking at more of like a diabetic neuropathy, obviously with that, you're going to have a little bit of dietary changes, but you still get a lot of times pressure in the lumbar spine. So I would say it could be a combo of both dietary changes and also with chiropractic care as well. And let's see, grab me one more. Oh, hold on, I'm gonna take this last one right here because I see it's a fellow student over at Life University. So, hey Doc, current 10th quarter student at Life University, your alma mater. Any advice for a student getting ready to enter the workforce? All right, one thing that you want to do. So, Austin, 10th quarter, actually 10th quarter was when things actually started getting pretty fun. You got through a few courses already that kind of sucked, but you've got that far. I would say when you're around 10th quarter, um, seminars, hopefully seminars are back up and going. Seminars on adjusting are going to be great. When you do graduate, don't don't plan to stay, like get into an office, learn what that doc is going to teach you, stay there for 3 to 6 months, move on to another office. Find and don't just go to your little, whoever pays the best. Try to find docs where you're actually going to learn, and they're going to test you, and they're going to push you, because you want to learn the best from here, from here, from here, from here. And then for me, what it was, I worked for so many different docs. I was able to take what I learned from here, and I knew the best that I learned and the worst that I learned from that doc, and I didn't keep the worst, and I took the best, went on to the next office, took what I loved from that office, brought it in with what I already learned, and then you'll start to learn and mold how you want to practice and what kind of doc you want to be. But I would definitely never recommend right away just going off on your own, because not every, especially when you're a new graduate, you definitely going to want to learn. And I mean, I've worked for some pretty great offices and some pretty crappy offices, but every step of the way has been a learning experience. So seminars and definitely work for a few docs before doing your own thing.
By the way, the person from Sydney, Australia said it's 1:20 p.m. Saturday, the next day.
And
that's crazy.
It is, yeah. It's 9:15 p.m. Friday. So they're already eating lunch over there, and
yep,
we're on late night snack right now.
So Austin said, "Great advice. I really appreciate the answer. I'd love the opportunity to come out and shadow you if you're ever willing."
Definitely. Well, you've got Austin. You got my one office in Atlanta, and we can definitely set up if Dr. Trey's in there, or you can always come out to Greenville here. So from Greenville to Atlanta, you're looking at like a 2.5 hour drive, and always come out. Yeah, we're out here once a month, so I could definitely have you kind of shadow and watch and see what I do. But perfect, everybody. I just want to say thank you, everybody who came out to watch. I know I didn't get to answer everybody's question. If you need, send emails. I definitely answer as much as I can.
We're gonna try to be doing this every Friday or Saturday.
Yeah, every week, either Friday or Saturday, we're gonna be trying to hop on doing a live. We'll probably do it. This one was a little bit later. Typically, I would say more around 7, 8. But yeah, it's definitely just one thing that I like doing. So I know at times a lot of you guys have questions out there, and this is a great way of being able to answer some things for you. So
I added the email for you, Austin.
Oh, perfect. Well, thank you guys. Have a good one, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed that video with San Francisco 49ers, DJ Jones.